Number 3 today. So, remember what I was saying before about a fire extinguisher very important? I've never seen this in the 30, 40 years that I've been doing this, 40 years. So I'm cutting the bolt off right here. Cutting the bolt off of the plow. This one snapped off, this one I'm cutting off. The other side I cut off already. I just gotta get the top bolts out. Now cutting through rust is really hard to do. Sometimes maybe just grab a grinder and grind it off. I might be able to get that with a grinder because I have a piece of rubber here and I try using a torch, I'm gonna ruin this stabilizer line. So I'm gonna cut the rest of this off since I blew myself up. But the thing is, safety, I guess, there's a reason why. I've never seen this, so I'm cutting on and poof, right behind me. I'm like, oh, what the heck? Take my glasses off. I threw them in the water. I threw them in the water because I was in a panic mode. So, threw them in the water. And on the side of the torch setup, you never seen this before. If you look down here at the gauges, I guess my gauges are pretty old. Hold on a second. So if you look at the gauges here, here's the cover. It caught on fire, blew off. The gauge started leaking. The gauge itself, this part, I don't know why. Did it have too much pressure? No, it can't. Well, I can't turn it on right now, but no, it can't have too much pressure. You open the valve up. I closed the valve. Did I close the valve? Yeah, I closed the valve. Yeah, tighten it. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. That's what it is. So as soon as I seen it, I got my fire extinguisher. That's why this whole place is soaked. I soaked everything, and then after I let it go down, the fire go down, and then it caught up on it again. I grabbed over, soaked it again, and then grabbed the shut off the fuel. So if you shut off the fuel, you can't have fire. That's the way it works. So the gauge blew up. The gauge actually went bad. I've never seen a gauge pop before, ever. This must be a really old setup, Lenny. Is this the right gauges for this thing? What is this thing? Oh yeah, this is the right gauges, yeah. They're really old though. Well, I guess it's time to get a new gauge. I might not get a new regulator, I'll just get a new gauge. Damn it. I think I have another set. I think I'm selling. I think I sold them. Ah, man, I sold them. Damn it. I gotta get a gauge. Well, there goes that project for now. Oh, man. And I sold my mini set of torches. These are shop torches. So, oh, wow. You know when you go call it quits? When it's Friday and you blow up your shit. So if you notice everything, like everything here, you can't really tell, but everything's soaked. My whole toolbox, everything is soaked. The floor, look at the floor. I mean, the floor, obviously, who cares, right? The floor is soaked. Soaked. There's rust everywhere and soaked. I don't like spiders. Dead. Don't like spiders. So I call it quits on this thing for now, since I said I got it. So I also had to, when I was doing this, I had to bolt down the coil spring here because it's staring at me and this is cracked on the top. So I have to repair this shock tower here because there's a lot of pressure here. So I didn't want to look at a spring and sit there and say, pop. Freaking Jeep's killing me. So it didn't kill me. I'm a smart mechanic. Look, I got all 10 digits. That's when you know a good mechanic. But the good thing is this thing has new brakes, all kinds of new parts, new stabilizer link it looks like. I think he just can't do welding, or what he told me, he likes to pick and choose certain jobs. So maybe he put this together and that's it, or maybe he just ran it until he says, you know what, this thing's done. We still have to figure out why the drive shaft's out. That's kind of a mystery. It kind of like, it goes like this, it clicks, should be okay. So I think I'm gonna grind that one out, because that's the last one. I burnt the other side out and grind these two and the frame should drop out. I mean, I might as well finish the project. Just because you get a little scared doesn't mean you have to stop. You just take a break. Son of a bitch. I can't win sometimes. I really can't. I can't believe that. I never seen a gauge pop. It went pop. I went. When you hear pop, you stop. because you don't know if you hit a gas line, if you do something. Why popped? Yeah, the roof's still on. They had that. I worked at this ambulance place. They couldn't have torches in there. I was like, man, how do you guys weld and torch? We can't. How do you fix anything? Oh, we don't do that. I'm like, so you break a lot of things. They're like, yeah, we break a lot of things. I'm like, man, that sucks. I mean, that sucks. What happens? They blew the roof off the place. Well, ambulances have oxygen in the side of it, and if you ever notice, it says flammable. I guess if you have some kind of mixture and hits the oxygen, that's why they get the vents on the side. If you ever noticed, that's why they got these little hats, look like a dryer vent. That's the vent out, just in case, boom, like before boom. So let me take a break. Let me reamp and let me cut the rest of this off. So that's where I'm at. 304, buddy.